Okay, so the topic of conversation today is creating a digital profile, and we're going to specifically talk about cyberbullying. So our learning goals today are going to be understanding that everything you do online, from posting on Facebook to tweeting about something to, making a video, leaves a digital footprint for everyone to see. And we're also going to talk about how to create a positive profile that represents you in a positive light, but will also allow you to have a social life and feel like you can use the internet in a social way. Um,
So here we have an example of cyberbullying behind the screen. We have a person who applied to McDonald's job position and got the job. And as you can see through her Facebook post, she is really excited about it. But then we have this other person who makes a really sarcastic, rude, and mean comment. This person is not only just making fun of her new job, but is making fun of her by calling her a loser and telling her that she sucks. Then we also see that this person has 5 likes on their comment as well. So even though these people did not explicitly commented on this post, by liking the comment, they are pretty much bullying this person as well because they are agreeing with this other person's comments. Now, the consequences. We see that this person who wrote the really mean and sarcastic comment applied for a teaching tutor job while in high school. Then his manager does some research online and finds an old Facebook post where the student cyberbullied a peer in 8th grade. So this is an example of how our consequences and our actions can follow us wherever we go many years from now as well, especially when it comes to the internet. Because we have to remember that things that we do on the internet, whether it's posts, comments, pictures, whatever it may be, will always remain there and will follow us wherever we go.
so now let's talk about some ways to maintain that positive and professional profile, but still feel like we can be ourselves and have a social life on the internet. Some things to keep in mind. Make sure not to have any passive aggressive comments on different posts or whatever. Make sure to remain positive in your language. You don't want to say anything negative that will appear to others that you are being a bully or that you are being a bad person because that will affect your life in person rather than behind the screen. So something else to keep in mind is to make sure to censor your pictures and videos and other things that you're tagged in because those will always be linked back to you. So make sure that they're appropriate and so that they're something that you are okay with being online and being in your digital footprint. So another thing is to remember that even though you're behind the screen, any comment you make is affecting another human being. So, even though you have this mask of the internet and mask of this computer screen, and you don't see someone else's emotions in their face, you're still, you might be hurting their feelings with something that you're saying online and that they read. So make sure that anything you say online is not something you would say is nothing you would say you wouldn't say in person. And then another last thing is make sure not to complain about anything. I know this sounds kind of simple, but whether if you're complaining about a job or other people, a future employer could look at that and be like, wow, they were complaining about a job on their Facebook, and I really don't want to hire them now because they they were complaining about their last job, so what's going to stop them about complaining about this job? They're probably going to hate it. So, if you really need to talk to someone, you're 8th graders, I know you can be responsible, so, you can vent to a parent or a trustworthy adult. So just keep those things in mind to maintain your digital profile because that remains with you forever.
Lastly, be responsible. You can be safe and be social on the internet. Your digital profile cannot mask who you are in person to other people, so be responsible with how you represent yourself and what kind of digital footprint you leave. Thank you.
Thank you.